Hello again, Internet. This is The-Crucible of Condemnation. I wanted to discuss Western influence, as I like to call it. I'm going to be going over a little bit of like what Western influence has, America specifically, on, the outside world. So, buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride. Okay, first thing is the entirety of the evangelist kind of Christians. They're probably still slightly there in Uganda and other places in Africa doing mission work. Because it is their mission to unite the entirety of the world under the sovereign strength of Jesus Christ. Arr! No. Essentially, their fucking goal is they're out there trying to convert people, to Christianity. Whatever sect of it there is, doesn't really matter. They're going to do it with either religion. Christians are just the main one because it's a majority rule religion here in the U.S. So it's America's outreach program to the rest of the world. Uganda, let's talk about that a little bit. You ever heard of Scott Lively? If you haven't, this guy is a terrible person. He absolutely condemns any and all people that are homosexuals, but the good thing is right now he's being put on trial. Yep. Awesome. He's getting what he deserves. Either way, the problem with it is he was one of the people that started the movement in Uganda for the whole evangelism. And I guess everyone thought it was, everyone thinks evangelism's, there's a decent amount of people that probably out there that think, oh yeah, it's cool, it's no big deal, no one really cares. The problem I have with it is it puts when it's someone that knows exactly what you said before and they counter argument, they say they're persecuted. But when it's someone else that, they go to that can't even defend what they're saying, it's complete and total brainwashing. That's what it is. They're brainwashing other countries. And those that are the most susceptible to it go out and preach to everybody else. So, and then eventually the people that don't want to hear it are fighting with the people that want to spread the word to everybody else. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. That starts civil wars and stuff. And there's a man named David Cotto who was actually a gay rights activist. He was not gay himself. He was a pastor, preacher, but he felt, hey, gay rights, that's just the way it is. But when these evangelistic Christians were there doing this, the penalty for being gay was to be put to death. Then it slowly changed to 25 years, life imprisonment, and now it's gone down to 7 to 8 years. Hopefully, just being born the way you are does not get you thrown in jail. I'll have a link posted down below where you can help those people. But basically, the point I'm trying to make is the Western world puts their hand in the cookie jar and grabs as many as we can grab and thinks that, oh yeah, we're doing this for God or whatever, any shady ideal that might even be behind it. In 2001, George Bush consulted God before going to Iraq. That doesn't seem, crackpotty at all. That cost a shit ton, absolute trillions of dollars. No one cared. And he consulted the invisible being in the sky. The invisible being in the sky. That sounds absolutely crazy. That's beyond, woohoo. That's like having an imaginary friend. No one likes it when you have an imaginary friend. You know why? Because everyone calls you weird because you talk to yourself. But some people, that's the only friend that they can get because everyone's such a total jackass that, they won't accept somebody because they're different. This whole fucking religious thing, their mentality is if you're different, you're out. You're not liked. And they will use any resource they can to make it so that way you are the one that's outed. That is bull. That should not happen. Someone should not be outed just because they're different. But this is, the Western idolized, theology. If you're different, nope. You should talk to those people, but you shouldn't, treat them like you do normal people. What the hell? That's like slavery back in the frickin' 1800s and shit. 1700s. Yeah, you can talk to them, you can yell at them, scream at them, but you can't treat them like a person because they're not a person. It's like, what the hell? That's bullshit. I don't get it. But, so basically with their outreach in Africa, they help create civilization. Yeah, okay, I gotta say, that's not as bad, but when people start fighting over what it is when you've done something, and then there's these people that have the different ideas, and they clash, oh no, that's bad. You're gonna see some massive repercussions. You're gonna see a massive loss of life. Maybe even genocide. And you know what? It's okay. No one gives a crap. It's okay if it's the Bible or something that's doing it. But if it's one person and it's for a military kind of regime, it is evil. I'm not saying that either is good. I'm just saying genocide by the Bible is cool. Not cool, but it's all right. It's acceptable. And that's absolutely bullshit. That should not be the case. That should not be happening. And yet we continually allow it to happen. Why? I don't know. But it's just another example of the Western's influence. Every influence we've had out there in Africa has not done any good. And a lot of our influence that we've done in the Middle East hasn't really helped that much either. I wonder what that could mean. I know. Get the f*** out of their house. Leave them alone. You don't want someone barging in your house telling you what the fuck to do, so why you do it to somebody else? How fair is that? You put your subjectively objective truth in their face and tell them they have to believe it. No, I don't like that. I don't even think that's fair. Because no one's telling you that you have to do it. You get the free will. What the fuck? Either way, I'm done. I'm just like, I can't stand it. These people are going to still be able to do it because, a massive amount of America is thinking, oh, well, we don't care. So people like me and all the other atheists and, atheists, agnostics, whichever side of the point you're on, I'm in the gray area. I'm in the middle. But either way, I'm sick of them putting their subjective fucking truth into this with the rest of us. That isn't good. I don't like it. This has been the Crucible of Condemnation. Have a good one.